And welcome to class, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, maybe good evening, wherever you're at today. Welcome to Cardio for Beginners. This is the next class in our Foundations series. If you've been participating in these Foundations classes, as you know, these classes are beginner-oriented, and we're trying to make these informational for you as well. So talking about the class type a little bit more, maybe some different techniques, all depending on the class type that we have for you today. For today's class, cardio. Like I said, it is beginner oriented, but today, as we are kind of learning and going through a cardio class, you're going to learn and understand that a cardio class, it progresses or can progress based on the type of exercises. So if you're doing a low impact exercise versus maybe a high impact exercise, depending on if you're moving just your arms or just your legs, or a combination of both. Those can make a cardio workout more intense or more challenging, depending on what exercises you do throughout the course of time. Other variables that come with a cardio class that make it more challenging is also the intensity level, or the time and rest periods per se. So more beginner oriented might be a short duration of actually doing the exercise or movement with a longer rest period. So think of maybe jogging for 30 seconds and then walking for 2 minutes, that kind of thing. A higher intensity might just be that continuous output from that cardiovascular system, as if you were going to go run a mile. In a class format, we can make it even higher than like what you might do for a jog or jogging for a mile, just based on, again, just that type of movement and that high impact aspect. But so we are going to go through, for our cardio class today, that short exercise, short duration with a kind of longer rest period, 30 seconds and 30 seconds. And then with each series of new exercises that I have for us today, that's when we will increase the time, decrease the rest, and then our final one will actually be more of like that continuous type cardio that you would do if you went outside or you were running on a treadmill. So with all of our workouts, we will always start with a warm-up. Throughout class today, warm-up, our actual exercises, I'll always demonstrate the low impact option first, and then also like partway through provide the like higher impact, whether it's like a jumping, running type motion. So lots of variety today. It'll be a great class. My title screen said yoga mat is a piece of equipment that you can use today. We won't be doing any ground-based exercises, so if you do use a yoga mat, keep it underneath your feet. It's just more of that added shock absorption or cushioning during your movements. We'll need some space left to right. Again, with my classes, I always like to make sure to provide some multi-direction movements, like shuffling. So we'll need a little bit of space to move left to right or side to side. So let's get into our warm-up here, just to get that body loosened up, ready to go for our cardio workout today. So starting with just a simple march here for everyone. Now, this will be that fantastic alternative to any of our running motions. So if we're doing jogging in place, butt kickers, high knees, any of those that have, like I said, that kind of running format, this will be the great alternative to that. So keep it here, or if you'd like to join me, we'll increase that intensity and that impact aspect into just a jog. So march in place or start to jog in place with me. Excellent. Keep the arms moving and make sure you keep breathing. So a lot of our warm-up exercises today will be exercises that we do for our workout. So always when it comes to a warm-up, we're trying to get that internal body temperature elevated. Let's go into a side step. So just side to side here. So yes, increasing the internal temperature, starting to get that blood flowing to the arms and legs a little bit more than when we are at rest. Arms up overhead here with our side steps, that little bit of tip and bend. Nice job. Horizontal arms now. So that little reach and twist. Perfect. Keep it going. All right, now you can keep that side step going. Just keep that body still. And this is that low impact option for butt kickers. I always suggest, or even for myself, the side to side aspect as I bring the heels to my glutes, just a little more natural feeling. So stay here if you'd like, or increase a little bit with the jogging in place butt kickers. Excellent. All right, let's take care of the hamstrings just a little bit more here in a little different way. We'll slow it down and go into some forward straight leg kicks. So we're kicking in front of us, trying to keep the leg as straight as possible. Then we'll switch and kick with that other leg. So kicking as high as you can, allowing for that stretch to happen through the back of the leg. Just a couple more. Excellent. All right, let's keep this going. Jump rope. So this one here, as you can see, arms are always spinning as if I'm actually circling a real jump rope. Low impact. Could just be a march in place. Could be some heel taps. Whatever you would like. If you want to raise that intensity a little bit here, bounce on those feet as if you were actually jumping. And always when it comes to my classes, unless specifically stated, jump rope can be whatever footwork you would like to do. Keep it going. Hello, welcome to class. Excellent. All right, last exercise here, jumping jacks. So low impact first. I have two low impact options. So always moving those jumping jack type arms, but this first option is the toe tap option. So I'm just tapping the toe out to the side as my arms come up. Second low impact option, a little bit more movement oriented with a weight shift or side step. So as you open up the arms, you'll step out to the side, back together, step out to the side, back together. This is an excellent low impact option for jumping jacks if you just want a little bit more movement with that jumping jack. And then as always, increasing is right here with the regular jumping jack. So we're rounding it out here. Just getting these last couple seconds in. Hopefully feeling a little bit warmer, maybe even sweating a little bit. And then those respirations, maybe breathing a little bit heavier. So as I stated, this is going to be beginner oriented with some progressions in how long we're doing an exercise for and how much rest we get in between exercises. That being said, if at any point during these little different intervals that we have, if you need to take a quick rest, get a drink of water, I am actually pointing at my water bottle there. Feel free to take those rests as you need to, and then jump back in when you can. So, first exercise will be butt kicks. The timer that I have set here for our first timer will be 30 seconds of work with 30 seconds of rest. So that equal work to rest ratio. So again, with the butt kicks, you can be here. Again, I like that side to side aspect, or you can jog in place with the heels to the glutes. So I'm gonna get that timer started. Remember, those 7 seconds are for me to get into my place. Let's have some fun with this. All right, starting with butt kicks. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. 30 seconds, and you're finding a pace that works for you. Music today is set to about 128 beats per minute. So you can follow that pace and that kind of rhythm if you'd like, or feel free to go at your own pace. That's where my cardio classes kind of differ. Sometimes I have I designate that pace based on the music and rest. Other times I will, otherwise it's just encouraging you to go faster, to move faster. All right, jumping jacks are next. So I'll try to, again, within these 30 seconds to do not only the low impact, but that higher intensity or higher impact exercise option. So jumping jacks, the toe tap, low impact, the weight shift option, or the actual jumping. So a few options here. Let's get this going. Here's option 2. Excellent. And as we're working out here, keep in mind of your breathing. We want it rhythmic with our movements. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. All right, this is where we need that little bit of different distance or space side to side. We're gonna do a shuffle. So when it comes to our shuffle, a side step for that low impact option. So that kind of athletic position with the knees bent, hips back, and we're just moving a little bit quicker with our feet side to side. And again, whatever space you have side to side, go ahead and use it maybe about 3 to 5 steps. Just that way you can keep yourself going side to side with some change of direction. Nice, let's go. Now, if you'd like to, or if you are already doing it, the actual kind of hopping aspect of shuffling, we can get into that now. And 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Nice job. All right, into a jump rope. So again, up to you with what you do with your feet. Low impact might be marching in place. Maybe one heel at a time, hitting the ground. Maybe with a higher knee, but always spinning those arms as if you are actually moving a jump rope. Awesome. And then again, feel free to upgrade this exercise with actual kind of the bouncing on those toes, still spinning the wrists. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Perfect. All right. We're gonna move our feet fast here. A fun one. This right in place. You don't have to move anywhere, but the idea is that we are trying to speed up our feet and move them as quick as we can as if we are stepping on like hot coals. So we don't want to burn our feet. So with this one, that athletic position, we're just kind of tap dancing right in place, but going as fast as we can. 2, 1, and here we go. Pump the arms, be light and quick on those toes. And again, the pace, speed that you go is up to you. If you want to just, be a little more conscious and intentional about your movements, go ahead. If you really want to melt the bottoms of your shoes, go ahead and go as quick as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. All right, we're gonna go back to the top of our exercise list. There's only 5 exercises as you just experienced. So we're gonna do those through one more time, and we'll move into our next kind of intensity progression, or rest to work ratio intensity. So back to our butt kickers. 3, 2, 1, and again, low impact right here. If you want to, I know I always demonstrate that little side to side, but you can very well just be kind of standing up nice and straight. But I prefer that little bit of extra movement. And the alternative here, jogging in place. Bringing those heels up to the glutes. Make sure you keep that body upright and supported through the stomach, through the core. Rest. We're going to those jumping jacks. So as a reminder here, take a break as you need to. These 30 seconds are a great opportunity to grab water if you need to. Allow yourself to recharge and be ready for that next 30 seconds. So into our jumping jacks here. 2, 1. Again with the toe tap. As we are doing these today, try to take note of these options. So that way, if you are doing my class in the future, maybe Anna's class, Laura's class, whomever, you have some ability to take a high impact exercise and turn it into a low impact exercise. Perfect. Nice job. Hope we're feeling that kind of breath being a little bit heavier. Guarantee everyone's working out there. I love it. All right, into that shuffle. So again, getting ready, prepared in that athletic position and being kind of through the mid to ball of your foot. And low impact is that kind of side step, quick side step, if you will, depending on your pace. And again, 3 to 5 steps left to right, so we can still have somewhat of a equal movement right to left. But yes, adding in, if you'd like to, that more natural shuffling motion as that high impact option. Finish it out. And time to the jump rope. So when it comes to cardiovascular or aerobic activity or classes like this class, you can always check and see where you're at with kind of overall intensity, not just the specific intensity changes, jump rope. And that can be easily done through the talk test. And I'm gonna use myself as an example. So you can kind of always tell what intensity level I'm at based on if I'm able to speak clearly in full sentences, or if I have to pause in between like a few words or one word at a time. So what I mean by that, lighter intensity is where you can carry on a conversation while doing your specific activity. We're gonna go to that fast feet here. So yeah, light activity is you can easily carry on a conversation. Moderate is more of that you can maybe say a sentence or two and then have to pause to take a breath to then be able to start fast feet to start that next sentence. Then finally, high intensity or vigorous activity is where you're working so hard that you can only stop you either can't talk because you are breathing heavily, or you can only get out one word at a time. So, and rest. Nice job with that first series. So yes, that kind of idea of where am I at? What intensity am I working out at? Maybe you're tracking your activity for the day, and there's that option to choose, I did light activity or vigorous activity. That's kind of a good way to kind of test and tell where you're at. All of that is also in regard to your heart rate as well. And there's formulas and ways to kind of figure out your training at a certain target heart rate. So kind of neat stuff if you're really trying to get specific. All right, moving on to our next series. A few different exercises, but this one, like I said, we're going to progress in that intensity aspect of work or the time that we're doing an exercise to then the rest that we get in between exercises. So this next series should be 40 seconds of work with a 15 or 20 second rest. I'll have to double check. But a little longer duration with that shorter rest period. Again, if you need to, with your current fitness level, if you need to take that extra little rest here, go ahead and do so. The timer is there to kind of help you keep with us, and also be able to manage your rest periods as you need to. One of the exercises that we have for this next series is called ski jumpers. I want to take this quick moment here to demonstrate and talk about that exercise. It's a fun one, great one for the glutes and hamstrings. It's if you imagine from the Winter Olympics, the ski jumpers that go down the slide or the ramp and then jump, and they fly like a flying squirrel through the air. We're kind of simulating that jumping motion. So with this one, feet will be underneath the hips. And then from here, we're hinging at the hips, trying to keep the back flat, drawing our arms back behind us. So in this position here, maybe this is your lowest, maybe you're about right here. That upper body position is kind of up to you and your range of motion. From here, we're going to extend our legs, pushing through the ground, squeezing our glutes, and then coming up, lifting up the heels off the floor through the toes. As we do that, we swing our arms up in the air, reaching up, again, as if we just jumped off the ground. This one doesn't really have a low impact or high impact because we're not actually jumping. You're staying connected to the ground the whole time. The intensity or that higher, the way that you make this exercise more challenging is simply just going faster, that quicker pace as you go. So again, feet underneath the hips, we hinge at the hips, load, press through the ground, and lift. And we could do this repetitively. So that'll be exercise 2. We're going to lead into high knees first. So I'm gonna get my timer switched over. We're gonna go into this little bit more, this little higher intensity section for us. So high knees here, 40 seconds. Marching, this is awesome right here. Really trying to lift those knees up where the leg comes right to that crease where the hips are. Or high knees as a run or jog in place. Still trying to lift those knees up, pumping the arms, and again, that good rhythmic breathing with your motion. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. Ski jumpers next. Ski jumpers. And 2, 1, Here we go. Again, bending at the hips, push through the ground, lift the heels off to the floor by pressing through the toes. Excellent. And like I said, the speed at which you go is how you change the intensity of this exercise. You might be getting a little confused with how I'm using intensity, and I understand. Intensity can be used in a couple different ways. Awesome. Intensity in the aspect of, time and rest. All right, the Heisman. It's another shuffle, 3 to 5 step. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 to 5 steps, and you hit the brakes and kind of lift up that foot. Very similar to like a football player, the Heisman. The other option is as if you are kind of running in place, lifting your feet up as if you're stepping over hurdles. You can do that same thing with that low impact side step if you'd like. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, we're gonna jog in place next. So again, march or jog wherever you'd like to start. And 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So just that basic march here, keeping the knees low, pumping the arms. So when we do have these low impact and high impact varieties, if you are someone that wants to jog in place right away, go ahead right at the beep and jog in place. If you'd like to kind of ramp yourself up during that time, start with the march and then slowly move into that jog in place. Maybe you designate halfway through. Maybe it's with 10 seconds left. But again, it's not mandatory. You get to decide what you are comfortable with. All right. Now, quick feet here, utilizing an imaginary line. So with this one, it's a forward, forward, back, back step. Crossing that imaginary line and stepping back behind it. You can see here I'm using like the wood and then the mat, that line between the two as my line, but you can always, like I said, imaginary line in front of the toes and you can move your feet. So if you did my sports conditioning class earlier, this is one that we do all too often as a way to work on footwork, coordination, speed, reactivity, all those elements that athletes might do or use. So nice job with that one. A little bit longer rest here before we go through that one more time. So we'll start back at the top with high knees. And 2, 1. All right, so marching, like I said, up to you, whether it's right at the start here or partway through, or you just stick with the march for all 40 seconds. That's it. Pick the knees up. Again, this one is specifically high knees, so we need to be intentional about lifting that knee up as high as we can. Here we go, 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Into those ski jumpers. And 4, 3, 2, 1. And here we go. That's it, that good extension. Making sure that you get those, the hips and glutes underneath the spine. Let's go, let's go. 10 more seconds. All the way through, all the way to the end of our timer here. 2, 1, and time. Excellent. Into that Heisman, the Heisman shuffle. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. So again, more of that march, picking the feet up as if you're stepping in and out of tires, stepping over hurdles. And again, 3 to 5 steps is all you need. Here's kind of that 3-step option. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. I always like to do 5. Seems a little more natural. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Jogging in place. I think I am noticing that I think I typed in 14 seconds for our rest period today. All right, that march in place or jog in place. So again, this one should be and feel different than high knees in the sense that we keep the knees low with just a jog in place or march in place. Whereas the high knees, as the exercise calls it, you need to lift the knees up high. So again, jogging in place if you'd like. Four, 3, 2, 1, and rest. One more here for this series, this 40-15 work to rest. That quick feet, that imaginary line drill. Here we go. So forward, forward, back, back. And again, choose your pace. And that pace could be variable throughout these 40 seconds. Maybe you start easy and start increasing that speed. Maybe you're going fast right out the gate. That's it. Keep the arms flowing. Try to keep the body just lined up, just pointing straight forward wherever you're facing. Excellent. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. One more time through. Nice job, everyone. Great effort. I know for myself, I'm starting to feel a little bit wet from perspiration. So we're going to get back to those high knees. This should be our final time through with 40-20 or 40-15. So starting back with those high knees in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Again, if you're marching, be intentional. Lift the knees up with each step, each stride. That's it. There we go. Keep your pace. Let's go. Last 15 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Ski jumps. All right, feet underneath the hips again. A little different angle for you this time. And again, pushing the hips back as we hinge over and around that hip bone. And as you lower down in that hinge, go as low as you'd like to. Here, perfect. again, what you're comfortable with. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Well done. To that Heisman shuffle. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, picking those feet up, whether you're doing the side step or if you're kind of doing more of that high knee oriented movement. Picking those feet up as if you're stepping over hurdles or in and out of tires. Nice job. Keep the pace. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to jog in place. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job out there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Quick feet last time here. Whew. And stepping over and back of the line. So this workout doesn't have one of the components that could come up in a cardio class. You can do cardio through core exercises as well. You'll typically find those like with certain like plank varieties, but even some ab exercises as well that can create some speed and movement and give that cardiovascular aspect. So be looking out for those maybe in the future. But nice job with this one. Maybe you feel tired. Maybe you feel a little winded already, which is great. Next one here. This one, like I said, is kind of that next progression for cardio type class. We'll probably only do like one time through this, just based on our time. With this one, it's 60 seconds of work, no rest. So this is more of that trying to simulate in a indoor space, in a kind of class workout environment, as if you were jogging, for a mile. Just that continuous aerobic activity. What we get to do though in these class formats is kind of change up the exercises, so you're not just doing, let's say, jumping jacks for 5 minutes straight. So we have 5 exercises, 60 seconds apiece. If you need to take that little extra rest, feel free to do so. We've gone through the 30-second work, 30-second rest today. We just did 40-15. So if you liked one of those and want to stick with that, go ahead and do so. Or if you are ready and willing to do full 60 seconds, like I said, I think we're only going to go for about 5, just the 5 exercises one time. Then yes, 60 seconds all the way through. Up to you. That's the beauty of our classes, and here with this foundation class, learning, understanding those variables that you can manipulate yourself to make the workout tailored a little more for you. So, first exercise that we have, I'm going to lead it off here, and then we'll just kind of jump into it as we go. Skaters. So this one, a push-off, side step, side to side. Keeping that athletic position,
and stepping as wide as you'd like to. If you want to intensify this one, you can add in a leap or a hop, going from right foot to left foot. So that'll be our first exercise here. I'm gonna switch my timer. And this will be our final 5 minutes. I know my timer says 14 and a half minutes, but skaters first here. 2, 1, and here we go. Full 60 seconds of work, no rest. So again, this is that option 1, low impact option, where you're just staying lower to the ground, more horizontal-like, and just pushing. You're kind of feeling those outside of the glutes working as you push yourself from side to side. If you'd like to increase this, again, it's that leap from right foot to left foot in whatever distance you would like to go. Make sure there is some distance so you're working those muscles, not just, what is this, doing the pony or that, think of that dance step. Here we go. So you finish it out. Next exercise will be punches. This is just a straight, non-specific punch, alternating right arm to left arm. Oh, I do have rest periods here. Let's ignore that. Right away into punches. Go. So again, that athletic position here, and it doesn't matter which foot is forward. We're just throwing those arms out in front of us. If you did Anna's kickboxing class earlier, you'll probably learned different stances, maybe some different arm movements. But this, for us today, is just a basic speed punch right in front of us. Excellent. Breathe, move those arms. Excellent. Finish it. You keep going. Next exercise, step back kick. So we'll step back, load, we kick to the front, put our foot down, step back, kick to the front. That kick to the front is more of a, that step back is more of just a loading opportunity, so that way you can drive through the floor and kick that leg forward. So that intensity, that impact aspect, is more so how far back you want to start with that step back. If you'd like it a little more intense, step back into a longer reverse lunge and then kick the leg forward. Excellent, 20 more seconds. I want you to finish this all the way to the end. Next exercise, keep your eyes on me here. A quick feet drill where we step out to the side. Out, out, in, side, side, in. As if we're stepping in and out of a box. So, again, start slow. If you'd like to, doesn't matter if you lead with your left foot or lead with your right foot, but we're out, out, in. And when you get comfortable, start speeding it up. Try to go as quick as you can. Like I said, this, like our other ones, they're called quick feet exercises. So there's the encouragement to move your feet quickly. Nice job. And remember, finish it all the way to the beep, even if I stop. That's your timer. I use that just to kind of help keep us going. Next exercise, eyes on me here, will just be a jumping jack. Nothing too crazy, whether it's the low impact or the high impact. Final exercise today, jumping jacks in 2, 1, let's go. So I hope you chose your option right away. Low impact 1, low impact 2. I love this one. I love that it has a little bit more movement to it than just tapping your toe out to the side. Let's go. 30 more seconds and we're done. Come on now. That's it. Keep breathing. Finish strong here. You got these last 10 seconds. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Done. I'm gonna pause my timer here. Woo. So that is it for our 45-minute foundations class, cardio for beginners. I hope that hit the spot. I hope you had a great little cardio workout here. Let's do a little cool down here. Always important just to help let that heart rate and those respirations come back to a normal rate and rhythm. And then allowing the body to push all that blood that we pushed out to come back in. So we'll start nice and easy here. I know we didn't do anything specifically for the arms or back of the shoulder, but just an easy one to start with here in this upright position. We'll switch to the other side. And as we cool down here and you're following along with the movements, remember, so these foundations classes, if you like these, you want to stick with these will be in a playlist on our YouTube channel under the playlist called Foundations. Hamstring stretch, heel to the floor, toe points up, legs straight. We sink our hips back and down until we feel that stretch through the back of the leg. If you ever maybe show up quote unquote late, I don't really call it late in this virtual space, but if you do show up late, feel free to treat this video just like live TV, TiVo, a recorded or like a movie where you can always rewind and start wherever you'd like to. So on in the video window, there is a time slider that you can click on and drag to where you'd like to start. And then all of these live classes, kind of like what I said with the aspect of playlists, but all these workouts, these live workouts are recorded and uploaded to our channel. So you can always revisit these classes again at a later date. We'll go into a wide stance. Excellent, glad you liked that. Thanks for joining today. So from this wide stance, we'll just do a forward fold down towards the floor. And if you can, bring those hands to the floor for support. And then we'll rotate to one side. And to the other side. And then return to center and stand back up. And that is it for our class today. Yes. So thanks everyone for joining. I hope you enjoyed this cardio for beginners foundation class. Utilize some of what we learned today, whether it's for your own workouts during the week, or maybe it's just more confidence in our regular group exercise classes. So again, you guys are rock stars. You make this exciting for me to teach class. So thank you all for being here. As always, make sure you stay hydrated throughout the day, eat some good calories, and then make sure you stretch at some point as well. That's it for me. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.
plans tonight. I'm a couple hundred miles from Japan and I was thinking I could fly to your hotel tonight. 'Cause I can't get you off my mind. I can't get you off my mind. You got plans tonight, baby.